Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we should be live on YouTube. We've just been on Twitch, and we moved on over to YouTube. I hope it's working. Oh, it looks like it's working. Hello, hello. We're playing a Destroy deck today. In fact, we are halfway through a gold run right now on the Conquest mode, which we started over on Twitch. And the deck we're playing is a Destroy deck, and it's the best one that I've seen ever. It's the best Destroy deck of all time. Let me build you the deck card by card so you can kind of see what's going on. I always like to build with start with the most important cards, and we're really focusing on Shuri Nimrod. Nimrod got buffed a week ago or so. Nimrod's always been a card that I've liked. Zola and Destroyer are like these two top-end cards which you often use with it as a big payoff. But there is also the ability on turn 6, for example, to go something like Carnage, Deathlok, Venom. All of these cards working pretty well together. Let's just search by Destroy. So we've got our Carnage, our Venom, and our Deathlok. So these are all the key cards really relating to this combo with Nimrod. Now, because of the way that Shuri buffs Nimrod, previously you would be guaranteed to be able to play your Nimrod on an empty location and then Zola it. That is not the case so often anymore. And actually, there's a lot of times you don't want to play Zola or Destroyer in 6, but instead you might want to combo some cards together like Deathlok and Venom, or Deathlok and Carnage and Venom, or whatever it might be. So there's a bunch of other Destroy cards we are going to be including, but I also want to just give a shout out to Chavez. She is going to be in the deck as well, without doubt. I think Chavez is always correct in Shuri decks because the importance of getting that Shuri on turn 4 followed by that card on turn 5 is just so important. Now, there's a few different ways you could go about building the rest of the deck. There's a bunch of very good Destroy cards. In particular, we're always going to be playing Wolverine. Wolverine, just a must-have card when you're playing so many Destroy cards. There's also a big argument to play the Hood. A very, very solid card. Also, oh, did I search discard? I did. When you're playing this amount of Destroy cards, I'm always very tempted by Angel as well. I think Angel is a super duper legit card and very, very underrated. However, we can only fit 3 cards in. So like Death, Null, all these things are options. What we're going to be going for is Bucky Barnes. I think Bucky Barnes is just very, very good. You can either eat it with Carnage or Deathlok, or you can leave it until later on to get with your Destroyer. It's just a solid card for good stats. Good card to play on turn 2. Nova, I think, is the most powerful card, which I'm not currently playing, but would be interested in adding. Because Nova on turn 1, like if you buff up your Nimrods, can be really good. If each Nimrod is 7 points, your Nova's already playing for a lot. Also, your Nova can add extra points to your Venom as well. But I did decide to cut the Nova, in fact, for the Iron Lad. And I have to say, the Iron Lad, if you don't have it, you don't have to play it, don't panic. Play Nova instead, it's great. But the Iron Lad has been feeling particularly good in this one because you can play Iron Lad and find Shuri. If you've missed your Shuri, you can play your Iron Lad to hit Nimrod if you miss Nimrod. You can also just go for some nice high roll Iron Lad plays on turn 6 because we play Chavez. There's only going to be 3 cards left. So you're like, well, it's going to hit Venom, Carnage, or Deathlok, for example. So you know you can get like a Nimrod cycle with it. It's just a pretty solid card to be adding into the deck for that high roll potential. And there is one more card, which I have currently forgotten about, which is why I'm now opening up my list. Oh, and it's Killmonger. Now, Killmonger is the most cuttable card in here, I would say. I think Nova could come in here. I've heard Lammy has been playing Psylocke as well to maybe ramp into the Nimrod. But the Killmonger just gives you great coverage against a lot of the best decks in the game. If you can get that Killmonger off on Kitty Pryde, for example, if you can hit those Nebulas, you're just going to be feeling pretty good about it. So even though like the Killmonger doesn't have any direct synergy, I decided to keep it in the list. But you absolutely could replace the Killmonger for Nova, for Psylocke, for anything you want, really. All right, that was the intro. We're in Gold Conquest. We're going to play Infinity Conquest straight afterwards. If you guys are enjoying it, please give it a like. Great to be back. I've hardly been streaming. We just did like an hour-and-a-half stream on Twitch with this deck, and I don't think we lost a single series so far. It's been very, very good. But yeah, I really do like Angel. I would love to try Angel in this deck too. Have I got an infinite win? I actually haven't played a single infinite Conquest mode, believe it or not. We're gunning for our second ticket. I have 1 infinite ticket, which we're going to be using after this run. But hopefully we just win this run, and then we have 2 infinity tickets to try and get that infinite run. Let's go, Eric. Good to see you. Yeah, this stream I was supposed to start earlier, but I decided to do a little Twitch one. I mean, interestingly, guys, just so you know, we almost have more viewers right now on YouTube after 1 minute 45 than we did on the whole of Twitch. It's pretty much similar. A lot of our Twitch people have come over, though. Okay, let's talk about when to snap with this deck, because this is a really good opportunity to show it. Now, we have the Shuri into Nimrod. I think it's pretty much as simple as that. We're going to play Deathlok off to the right. And oh my goodness, it's an 8 cuber potentially. This is our second game in the Gold Conquest. So we need 3 wins total to get that Infinity ticket. And they haven't played anything on the first 2 turns. I'm expecting a lockjaw to come down. Oh, Lord! Okay, they lost Doom. I also lost quite a lot. Shuri on 5, maybe, is an option. We could also Shuri the Iron Lad. It's not bad. I think we just play a bit safe and go Shuri on Iron Lad. We could hit Zola. There's the lockjaw. Pretty predictable. Well, this Sokovia was just a heartbreaker. The Zola shows up now. So, Venom, Wolverine, Carnage, Bucky. All unfortunately pretty bad, but we want to get this double value. Okay. Not sure how I feel about that either. Wasp, please. Alright. I mean, they're actually pretty beatable to the right. Hit Carnage, which is fine. Interestingly, we could Zola the Iron Lad for a Carnage. Doesn't really do too much for us. It's not a bad play, though, in general. We'll be at 20 to the right. I mean, we could go for it. We could certainly go for it. It's like, what else are we playing this time? We don't want to destroy her. If this was Wolverine, we would be fine. Wolverine Zola would also be a great combo here. So we are losing a few points to the right, of course. We could alternatively go for like a Zola play on to try and hit Shuri, but imagine we hit the Deathlok. I think we're just believing. Surely they're going to hit the Wasp. Oh my goodness. Well, see you later, Jubilee. We're dodging the Jubilee points. I'm just not sure we can stay in this one. 16 points to the left. Giganto don't do it. But Super Flow means they have 7 energy. They also have a Wasp. I think we're locking it in. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Blue Marvel's not common. Oh, the Chavez for the win. The Chavez. What a flipping woman. 8 cubes. Give me that. Beautiful. And this was with the low roll on the Iron Lad. Imagine we hit the Wolverine. Oh, see you later, alligator. Lockjaw has got no sauce compared to Destroyer. Give the stream a like. If that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. Like, as you can tell, it's a banger. It's a banger of a deck. It just is. Chavez, always a nice option to have in a deck like this where your top end is a little bit dodge as well. Destroyer and Zola both feel a little bit awkward at times. Great to see you all, guys. So happy to be back. I've been feeling pretty anxious about going live, but I'm really glad to be here. Wheezy F Mamba. All right, you want some. So yeah, Killmonger I'm going to consider replacing. I'm not sure how much value Killmonger's getting right now. Might just put the Nova back in. Have I lost weight? Yes. I've been losing quite a lot of weight. I've been walking so much recently, mate. I've been walking a lot. Like this morning I did 17,000 steps before I streamed. Why no Death? Death is an option too. I think we just take the Carnage here. It's a bit of an awkward one. Killmonger might just end up getting replaced. It really just... Killmonger's just a meta decision, right? Even something like a Shang-Chi A Null. I'm not sure Null is really getting enough value. Oh, so we're actually up against Hela. Let's go, Eric. I appreciate you, man. All right. Well, let's go Shuri off to the left. We do have the Nimrod. Taskmaster's a consideration. Maybe Red Skull. I actually thought about playing Red Skull and Taskmaster in this deck. Was something I seriously considered doing. Okay, so they're relying on top decking the Hela, which is a 1 in 4, 25%er. Oh, bollocks. This is a very poor decision from them to retreat here. They should have just, like, probably stayed in and just bluffed. They just conceded and just didn't even give me a decision to make. They should have at least gone retreat later. Yeah, Nova definitely could be better than the Killmonger. I just figured that Killmonger is pretty good right now, but I think I kind of agree that the Killmonger can go. Let's go Bucky into sewer system. Okay, this game's a lot more scary with the Invisible Woman down. Now this is the weird thing with Destroyer. I almost like don't want to play my Deathlok, right? If I'm going to slam Destroyer, which I probably am with Titan in play. Maybe that's not true though, because I want a Nimrod on 5 anyway. Iron Lad was my play next turn. Pretty awkward. I don't think I want to risk staying in this one with the Invisible Woman. They just have so much bluff potential. Like, don't see us staying in here. It's been a very bad curve for us. Nice one, Jordy. Null could be added. I don't think Null is going to be that good. But yeah, like there's a... The thing is we want Zola, Destroyer, and Chavez. So to add another 6-drop feels a bit wrong. Death could be an exception. Maybe you can play Death before turn 6. But I don't think Null is going to be worth it. Like Null kind of needs to be a 5-cost card for a lot of Destroy decks. What's my opinion on 2099? It seems pretty like much as I expected, which is not the best. But I haven't played it much. I've hardly played this season, guys. I'm like out the loop, regrettably. I also have a spicy Hela deck to share with you guys. I actually have a lot of decks to share. That's one thing I can say. Zola's dominating lately. Nice one, Josh. Yeah, there's not many Cosmos, not many Arrows. These are like the big counter cards. So they have 2 cards in hand. One might be Hela, but the whole hand's getting shuffled anyway. Thought of Thanos in a list like this? I think it's going to add too much inconsistency, yeah. Because you want to hit Shuri into Nimrod. While Thanos has like some value for the stones and all this kind of stuff, I can see the logic. This deck is just all about consistency, really. Being able to Shuri into Nimrod is very, very important. Now, this is a game where Destroyer is a serious option for us. Chavez every deck, basically. I mean, I have to say, if you go back in time and evaluate my Chavez opinions from a year ago, I think most of them are pretty much true. Like, Chavez has been getting a lot more respect from some of the top players in recent months. I feel like it might be a bluff on their part. I mean, if this is Modok... They only have 2 cards in deck. It's probably not a bluff, right? Wait, that... I mean, they're only going to be discarding 2 cards. I think we're supposed to stay it out. It can't be Modok. Why not? They played it on 5, no? Am I missing something? I also like the Destroyer left line. Nimrod also comes in here, so we have 27. Oh, it's not Modok? Okay, let's stay in then. Sod it. Looks like Destroyer right was the play. Ah. Okay. Hela's a very difficult deck to play against, man. It really is not easy to play against in battle mode. Might be like supposed to try and bully them out early before they know they have the combo. I would imagine that's probably the right approach. Wait, they actually have a 1-cost card in their deck? What? I'm going to be a more aggressive with the early snaps here. We've just been giving them too much flexibility. I should have conceded the last one as well. I have a cool Hela deck to share. Probably play it tomorrow. We're looking pretty okay here. Our issue is we have no counterplay to Hela, right? So we're kind of just praying that they don't find it. Just looking a little bit dicey.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
Okay. Okay. I don't think we can afford to concede. It's not looking good for us. I actually have an insanely bad win rate against Hela in Conquest. I get wrecked by a lot more than I would care to admit. Almost all the time, in fact. 2 cards in hand. You can kind of see why Death isn't making the cut either, right? Like, so he's chilling at 7 at this point. We're only really interested in playing Death on 5. Like, we don't want to include her to play on 6 because we already have a bunch of stuff for that. Chavez, Destroyer, all this sort of stuff, right? So we can go Iron Lad Carnage on the last turn. Which we're going to hit Destroyer, Killmonger, or Bucky off of Iron Lad. We could, of course, go for the Zola as well. I guess we're just going Venom, though, right? Yeah, Venom Carnage. Probably like this. Well, show us the nuts. I mean, this is our card back, actually, right? They tried to bluff, but they played our card. So it's not Modok Hela. Because that's our bloody card back, mate. Okay, thank God for that. Alright. Come on. This is for the gold. This is for the Infinity ticket, right? This is the 3rd round on the gold. Come on, ladies and gents. Certainly better for them than it is us. Come on, Danger Room. Give us the 1 in 4. I think I'm going to retreat, man. Good snap from them. Could be a bluff. They might not have the Hela, but... I'm going to turn 1 snap them here now to kind of be the aggressor again. This one extra cube they have over me is a huge deal, though, because I need to win a couple here. Again, I think the early snaps against Hela are probably the way to go. Of course it could backfire, of course it could. But we're basically hoping that they don't hit the nuts. Like, the later we snap, the more agency they have over which games they stay in. That's concerning. Do we ever slam Iron Lad here? Probably not just yet. We'll go for the Iron Lad. It's good no matter what it hits here. That's the best case though. It's the Shuri. I'm a little bit torn over what to do though. I think we have to do this. The Hulk situation is a little alarming. There is maybe some merit of slamming Zola mid. Destroyer isn't terrible either. Kind of like the Zola play mid. It's weird as hell. I just don't think they have anything that can beat us to the right, apart from Hela. I think we beat everything that's not Hela here. We might even beat Hela. Yep. Oh, yeah, we beat Hela still. Beautiful. Alright. Let's go, chat. Oh, man, I'm excited to be streaming again. I really am. So good to see so many people here. Appreciate you. We're going to be starting the daily streams up very soon. Bar with no name. It's not very good for a Hela deck. It's also not particularly good for a Destroyer deck, I must say. Bar Sinister. What is going on here? Whew. I mean, we have Venom. I'm not really convinced we want to play Wolverine anywhere. Iron Lad seems a little risky because of Zola. Carnage. I'm pretty nervous, guys. Not gonna lie. If I do this, I want it to hit Nimrod or Bucky. I don't like it at all. I really don't like it. I could see us going Shuri, Iron Lad to the right, and then like Chavez mid. If I Shuri mid, I can't like get any Shuri value though, guys. This is a pretty weak play from them. I think this is a misplay. So this could still hit Zola. 1 in 3 that it does. Do we need to risk it? I mean, I could slam Destroyer if it does, I guess. It's not very helpful. I'm not going to draw the Zola either because of Chavez. Let's be sensible. I don't think we need to take the risk. Chavez mid for the win. Like, their Morbius mid play just seems like a huge error. Oh god, that's a lot of Morbiuses. They didn't play. Oh god, we lost. GG. GG. Well, it all comes down to this. Not a very good hand. This is for the Infinity ticket. Pog. That's got to be good for us, right? They can't Hella. I guess they could Modok on 5, though. Our lack of cards at this point is a little bit unfortunate, though. Carnage is the only bad hit off Iron Lad here in this situation. I think I just want to get the bodies in, right? Okay, they're up by a point total going into the last turn. Surely my cards are going to be better than theirs. Kinda not really. I don't like it. Wait, I discarded Destroyer. So we need it to go, like, left. And then we just win, probably. There's actually a Winter Soldier, so... we could probably do this. And then if it goes... I think we might just be winning from here, we'll see. Okay. We want it to go left, then. We need it to go left! We lose 50-50 and we lose the video game. We lost this game on a 50-50. GG though. We whiffed earlier on, right? Like, I mean, to be fair, the fact we competed so hard when we have no counter is pretty impressive, but yeah, we lost on a 50-50. It came down to a coin flip, so on another day, we got the Infinity ticket. Pretty good showing. Let's take this for a spin, though, in the Infinity Conquest. Ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. My first ever time playing an Infinity Conquest, because I just haven't played this month. Been missing in action. Let's do it. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you. Please give the stream a like. Helps out a whole bunch. Let's get it. Let's play against all the bounce nerds. Alright, here we go. I did also want to replace the Killmonger, I think. Bold, aggressive, turn 1 snap. Central Park's got to be good for me overall. I think we'll put Nova back in instead of Killmonger. Pretty good opening play from them. Oof! Bucky just doesn't seem great. I mean, Bucky's just stats, bro. Like, it's just good points, right? I don't really see how Bucky could ever be cut from this deck, personally. It's just stats.
Enough said, bub.
I mean, it begs the question, do we want to Killmonger now or later? You can certainly see a big argument for later. Place for Iron Lad, Nova. Oh, God. It's rather unfortunate, that.
Opponent snapped. Escape.
What can you do? Got unlucky. We move on. Okay.
Snap.
I believe we're supposed to snap again. We just have a nice hand. Be aggressive. Don't think this helps them particularly. Like, Killmonger's giving us great coverage in this matchup as well with the Nebula. So it's just like an example of why Killmonger's in the deck. Not because it has synergy with the rest of the deck, even though it's a destroy card. Kind of rough. Don't really know how I feel about that. Not very good, I think. Here comes the rock off the top. Do you smell what it's cooking? Let's hope for Venom. Definitely not bad, that. Definitely not bad at all. What a weird situation we're in. This monster just screwed us so hard, man. Is there a world we're okay here? I think we might be okay. The Bucky's doing the business, man. This is why I decided to go Nimrod mid still also. Why not destroy into Zola? I mean, this is not good, right? Destroy Zola, the second destroyer kills the first destroyer. This just seemed like a better line for sure. Okay, I mean that screwed us. Ghost Spider's pretty disgusting card. I think Ghost Spider's very underrated for use cases like this. Wolverine goes right, we might be alright. Yeah. We were losing still. Ah, it's really fucking annoying actually. Why do we not get a Nimrod left? What's that all about? What just... Wait, guys, what? Why did we not get a Nimrod left there? Why the hell did we not get Nimrod left? I'm very confused. Hey, GC Fresh, great to see you, my friend. This is going to be my back-to-back first losses with this deck. I hadn't lost a single game with it. A single battle mode. Turn on the YouTube stream. The left was full. Take a word for it. I'm very well, thanks, Drizzy. Can't complain. I'm going to be feeling a lot better when I have like a routine with streams and stuff locked back in, but yeah, I mean, I'm good, thank you for asking. Yeah, Ghost Spider on 6 is probably the best like use for the card, honestly. So they have a Zola. I snapped a long time ago. This is a turn 1 snap from me. When I saw Limbo, just suits my deck more than theirs. Hey, Hamby plays games. Great to see you, mate. Yeah, I've been away so much recently, and then I've just come back feeling like this week just not quite optimal, if that's the right phrase. We're looking good. Very good. And I'm also away a lot in the next few weeks too, so yeah. When all the traveling kind of settles down. Hopefully I'll get one locked in before that anyway, but yeah. I'm like basically away more than I'm at home in the... Oh god. Well, this worked out surprisingly well. Just don't hit Destroy off Grand Central, please. Please! Please. Oh god. Okay, we popped off. Thought this was a video, wasn't paying attention. Nice. Seems hard to lose from here. There is another turn afterwards, though. My concern is actually Dr. Octopus pulling the Destroyer. They now know that the Destroyer is in my hand. So they might try and go for the Octopus play. just block it like this. They might have Shang. It's quite possible. We just say we lose to Shang. Seems about the worst matchup possible. Pretty tilting experience, actually. I'm kind of fucking mad right now. I'm kind of mad, guys. I just got fucked with my only Infinity ticket. And I just got farmed that hard. Oops. It really is hard to imagine a worse matchup, actually. Oh, you can... Wait, you can spend gold? I kind of rate that, actually. Alright, well, let's go back to the gold. That was my first experience of this Infinity Gauntlet run. Price Ironlad. No, Ironlad stays. We could put Taskmaster in. Skill issue? Sure. I'm gonna politely disagree, but sure. I mean, I definitely got outskilled a couple times, no doubt. I'm not disputing that, but yeah. It's just Dr. Octopus, Ghost Spider, Shang-Chi. We were pretty doomed from the beginning on that one. I did a Twitch stream at the start today. See how it goes. I wasn't super impressed with how it went, honestly. So I've not left Twitch, but... yeah, I'm not really vibing with Twitch too much recently. I'm pretty stressed about my content in general. With live streaming in particular. Something I just need to work out, and hopefully I can... come up with a good system which suits. Looks like this is a free win with Shuri's lab. I'm gonna snap very, very early. Sorry. Could you see this the whole time? That's so scuffed. Hopefully not. Yeah, I also thought about the exact same thing, Red Skull Taskmaster in this list. The exact same thing, Maple. Thanks, Jizzy. Yeah, that's it. Right, I just need to stream. Just stream. You guys remember when I said it was a free win? Yeah, that didn't age so well. I mean, we still look like we're in an okay spot, to be fair. I mean, maybe it's just better to Venom. Yeah, we should still be fine. The Ironlad's super tempting here, though, because it's Destroyer or Zola. Order? Isn't this better? I don't want the Venom into Shuri's lab. I want it elsewhere. Isn't this better? You guys think I should have done it the other way around? Alright, so I get the Carnage on Nimrod. I see. I certainly should have done it in a different order, but never punished. Phew. Yeah, so my logic... yeah, I was forgetting about the Nimrod situation. That was just bad. But thank you for pointing it out. How many likes are we on the stream? Ron, 35. Can we get up a wee bit, ladies and gents? Appreciate you. Does help out a bunch. Thanks for being in chat as well. Really good to see all you. Hand's looking pretty good. Let's be aggressive. Should have waited to see what this location was before that snap, actually. We're going to want to Shuri into Stark Tower. Great card. Very, very underrated card right now. I always have to respect a Kingpin opponent as well. They're going to have Jug. Oh, thanks for the likes, guys. We just got 12. I appreciate it. And we're going to go Venom Deathlok on the last turn here. Can I snap again, please? Shadow King. Not even that big of a deal. Okay. They have Sarah.
All systems go.
If they got rid of Sarah and Nova, I would like their deck a lot more. I think Invisible Woman is pretty legit actually right now in Silver Surfer. Alright. Yeah, if they get rid of the Nova, Nova's just not worth it. And get rid of the Sarah, Sarah's also not worth it. They would have a belter. Can you advise on a deck to climb? This is a pretty good one, I would say. Not the best necessarily, but it's right up there. If you're looking to have fun, be a bit unique, you can get a lot of surprise value. 8 cube wins with this deck.
Enough said, brother.
Nice. That's where we wanted it. Okay, GG. This is the big problem with Silver Surfer. It just gets wrecked by decks with bigger points. Having said that, I also think their build is not optimal. Like, it looks like they're not playing Cosmo. They don't have enough 2-drops. No Goose. All these things would have made things a lot more awkward for me. Bring back Deadpool. I do want to play some Deadpool. Guys, I have hardly played Snap this month, so I have a lot to play. I'm pretty excited. We're going to be doing a long stream tomorrow, for sure. This evening I have some family round. That's it, the other thing, right? Since I've been home, I've had a lot of family round and stuff. Been trying to see people. But yeah. Mainly I've just been like feeling a little bit anxious. Not quite my best. I mean, to be honest, this last month or two, I've not been operating at my best. Been doing okay. I'm still feeling good. I'm exercising a lot. I'm eating pretty well. I just haven't been as productive as I should be. I guess we can just take the Deathlok. Can I skip the 1 to 100 run this season? Yeah, this season I will. 50 likes, let's go. Yeah, I'm going to skip it. PogChamp this month. Any price in Fire? Yeah, there's a bunch. Nova is the most obvious one. Now, I was actually planning on Killmongering. I think we can probably just snap and get the victory here. Wait, really? Really? Do you guys think that's a bit weird? I might actually give them my Carnage as well, you know. Nice. Well, we do have an issue with our hand, which is the Chavez Venom. I don't want to play the Killmonger, it's just like negative points. But Venom on its own might just be fine. Is it possible we could do this? What a weird game. Like, the Killmonger is, like, not worth playing. Of course, the Venom is pretty good, but... I fear that it's not enough. Surely they're running. Heimdall puts 13 points to the left, which puts them at 21, which Venom wouldn't be beating. Ah, Venom is beating Heimdall. We don't play Killmonger, it's literally not worth playing. This loses to Heimdall, but like Heimdall is just losing to so much. Maybe we just have to do this. The obvious play, even though it sucks. But I kind of feel like something unorthodox is the play. But that would be me respecting them a lot. I'm going to respect them a lot. Almost. Venom was losing to Shang. No, they played it well. Like if I didn't respect them and just went for the Venom play, I lost. Shang in move. I mean, it's not really a move next so much, is it? Yeah, I mean, our whole curve was just pretty disastrous there. Chavez middle might have done it. Yeah, that's true. I see. I think you could be right that Chavez middle would have won. 29 time wouldn't have killed Nimrod because they went first. Right? I went first. So I should have not respected them. Okay. Right, so they actually just played it like a Wally, and I got punished for being smart. Feels good. Never mind. Well. What can you do? Could have gone Deathlok Wolverine, but this is better still. I was actually feeling good about the Mindscape situation, but yeah. I mean, I'm not giving them a very good hand, and admittedly, like, all they can really do is Wolverine Deathlok. So there's also an argument I could have gone for that instead. Heimdall would be interesting. Haha, thank you. I mean, you can see why I snapped. Not gonna overthink it. Cool. GG. The comeback is on. I do think that this comeback feels too much of a comeback in battle mode. They need to make it so like you can lose the first round and still make a comeback and feel like it's possible. Feels a little bit too impossible to do right now. Probably was not correct. Oh, I didn't read. Okay, I thought it was the other one. The one that moves stuff. Alright, this was kind of the card we needed to save our skin. Give us a bit of an opportunity to still win. It's looking rough. But all their stats are going to be in one location. That's the good news. Shuri moving is also really bad for us. Really, really bad. It's looking like our player's destroyer because of this Shuri move. Yeah, definitely. So how do we play this? Is this even enough? I get 12, 27. It's just not enough, right? But if they play Heimdall, it would be. I think it's the only line. Well, it looks like... Oh, that's Wolverine, man. Okay. I mean... Destroy right wins. Yeah. Oh. We were up against it. Could have played that one better, for sure. Okay. Well, rip. I'm really glad that there's something to play for now in Marvel Snap. This is like a big issue that I had with the game as a streamer, especially because I was playing every day. I got so fed up with the game of just going on ladder where the stakes were actually irrelevant, so... The game is definitely a lot more streamable now than it was like a month ago. I just haven't had much time to stream this month. Right? Before Conquest mode came out, I was feeling like really not interested in streaming much because I was just really not enjoying myself when I was doing it. Whereas now, like, I've just been so busy that I haven't been streaming. I'm happy to get back into it. Never overestimate your opponent. I mean, I think in like an Infinity Conquest, I've got quite a lot of reason to respect them highly, right? But yeah, we did get punished for respecting our opponent. Imagine having respect for someone on ladder, right? Pretty easy snap for us here. Nice. It's proving grounds. Let's get these 8 cubes in, boy. But yeah, I'm looking to return with the daily streams. Away next weekend for a bit. And my plan is to also go live when this thingamajigger card comes out. This new season pass card. Lost my final Infinity Battle, turn 11, both of us have 1 health with Lockjaw, hits Jubilee. Rip. Sorry to hear that. Wait. Oh, okay. This is a very bizarre play from them. Very, very bizarre. What? Am I missing something, chat? Oh god. Nope, missing nothing. GG, 8 cubes, thank you. Venom does the business. And they're probably gone. I feel like improving grounds you should just concede out of respect for our time here. But they're playing on. Which I respect. Looking like a destroyer kind of game. Ooh. We're up against an armor gamer. And they played for 8 against us. Oh, I feel so bad. Yeah, you can definitely replace Iron Lad in this deck for sure. Nova is the obvious. I might just get rid of Killmonger for Nova anyway. Iron Lad is not necessary by any stretch of the imagination. Pro X left is probably their line here. That makes sense. Or mid, I guess, maybe. We could go for Iron Lad to try and hit Venom. GG.
Victory.
I think let's put Nova back in. Oh, damn, I didn't know this was a thing. Okay, I need to make sure I do this. The weekly quest things. Oops. That's a hand. That's a location. That's a snap. Aggressive snaps are very important in Conquest mode. Very, very, very important in battle mode. Obviously, you don't want to be too aggressive. But I'm not so sure there's so much thing. Okay. That didn't age well. Yeah, we can play some of it in a bit. I haven't played any of it yet. I haven't used it once. I bought it and didn't play it. Oops. Mid would be good. Just throw the spider ham, I guess.
Enough said, bub.
Wave. It's a weird play.
Enough said, bub.
I didn't read it was Murder World. I'm a donut, mate. This game is a retreat. I just monged out super hard. I don't want to talk about it, okay? I don't want to talk about it!
Enough said, bub.
Zola onto Iron Lad's interesting. Zola onto Wolverine's not so bad either. Hmm. Do Odin most likely play. Wow, and they only played Electro.
Escaped.
Okay, moving on. So, seems like a pretty winning matchup for us. Any Shuri deck is usually a big problem for Electro decks. Is there a place for Negasonic? Interesting question. Probably not. I don't think I own the card. I do think Negasonic is a little bit underrated though. I'm going to snap. They didn't play a card on 1. And Central Park is pretty good for me with Carnage and stuff.
Victory.
The earlier snap, the less chance that they stay because they, you know, We give them less turns to draw Electro, excuse me. Dream Dimension is pretty bad for us. And we've just taken out Killmonger. So let's go for the Iron Lad now, see what happens. Let's go next.
Escaped.
We were already pretty much leaving this one. It was worth just trying to high roll the Shuri or something to give us some kind of line to stay in there. It was definitely correct to play the Iron Lad. Bucky Wolverine would be nice here. I'm still not super convinced on the Nova, I must admit. It's fine, but even something like the Hood feels like it would be a lot more. Oh, I meant to play this off to the left. This is a misclick. So I'm probably going to Deathlok mid here. Wow, that's very interesting. I'm going to snap on that. So I can just play the pig mid and we should secure the lane. Hey, Jordy, good to see you again. And then we can just like Shuri Chavez to win the tiebreaker. If it comes down to that. That's bad news for us, no doubt. Looks like we're fine.
Wakanda forever.
Odin's scary. I guess we're losing to Odin, right? 16-point play. Oh, they might not have it. They have it. It's going to come down to a tiebreak, which I believe we lose by a few points. I know I was losing to Odin there, but I decided it was worth staying in for. Yeah, JT is saying that he's playing like a Electro Ramp version of this. Like, it's slightly different, though. I'm glad you're ashamed to say no, Chavez. That's like the one excuse I'll let you off on. Like, if you cut Chavez, but you know that she should be there. That's pretty understandable. Because there's a lot of situations where I can totally get that. There's a very easy snap on TVA. They're just going to concede, surely. There's no way they should give us this extra cube for free. But they do. Thank you, mate. Bucky or Nova. I don't like the Nova, man. I want to get rid of it already. It feels like not so good. Some kind of like Storm or maybe Goose even could be okay here. I figure it's Iron Lad. Destroyer is a little bit spooky.
Victory.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I don't like Nova. Don't like it. Maybe the hood's fine. I could just see like some kind of card to play on 2. Like 2 seems like a pretty important turn to play something proactive. I do love a bit of Goose. I can see Goose with Zola and stuff working. I think Goose is very, very underrated at the moment. I'm not really sure this deck wants Goose though that much. Dream Dimension's a bummer. We could go for Shuri Iron Lad maybe, if Dream Dimension doesn't show up again. That is awkward. Very, very awkward. This is Venom, Wolverine, Carnage, or Bucky. Probably the best case. We can play Wolverine off the top. Maybe slam Destroyer. They can't play anything, I don't think. I guess we could have gone Wolverine left because of Nebula. Is there like any reason not to? There is, because I'm bluffing that I might have like a Venom play on 6. Which was my original reasoning for playing Wolverine here, but go for that. How do we play this? Destroy left, maybe? They're probably anticipating us to go Venom mid. Carnage right, something like that. Hey Larry, great to see you. We don't want the Wolverines to go left most likely. We want them to go... We just need 1 mid and we're fine. Unless it's Doom. Nice. Nice! Beautiful. Alright! The comeback is here and it's on. Very, very much on. Like, we're even. It was looking rough. I do feel like this is a pretty good matchup for us though. So I said at the start, like, any Shuri deck should be pretty bloody good into something like this. The Nova, like, has not helped us though. But this is like a prime example of where Nova is just solid. Card to play on turn 1 for a lot of stats. Spider-Ham's good for us. Almost snap-worthy, honestly. So we just have a nice curve. We just want to scare them off, really. Okay, well, I'm not going to snap them here because we'll know if they have Electro. If they play Electro, if they don't play Electro this time, we could probably snap them. I have a very, very good hand. If they don't play Electro here, I'm going to snap. Maybe unless they play Wave. Okay, they play the Electro, so let's not snap. We'll be unwise to do so, but we do have the nuts. Just something to play here would be good. Oh, God. Well, that is a spanner in the works. Do we want to play the Wolverine? It's very risky with a bar with no name. I think we need stats. Just don't lose the 1 in 3. God, the wave is a pain in the ass too. Oh my god, where did that come from? What? It's a Galactus deck. Does this also mean that they play Shang-Chi? Not necessarily, right? Means they probably play Death or Null. There's 2 cards of those we've not seen. So they're strongly suggesting that they have Shang-Chi. Do we even care? Do we care? I mean, if they have Shang-Chi, they're kind of likely to go Shang-Chi now and then null us. But there's 2 cards. 2 cards of theirs that we haven't seen. It's very likely they have, like, Shang-Chi and null in hand, for example. Spider-Man. I could see it being Spider-Man, yeah. But even then, they would have to have exactly Spider-Man and Shang. So Leader was one of their cards. Is Shang the last card? Probably. Unfortunately, I just can't beat it, can I? Shang puts them at 19. I just lose to Shang-Chi. Beat everything else, though. So the question is their last card Shang-Chi? Surely it's Chavez, mate. Have some respect for yourself. Surely they just have to have some respect for themselves, and it's Chavez. I think we're good here. Nice. So the key thing was not respecting the Shang-Chi because I was always losing to it. So we just played max points. Get in. That was a satisfying win. Let's go, chat. Yeah, Null was also spooky, but we were locked in at that point as well, right? Most likely the card is Chavez. Still have the Nova, which I keep saying I want to cut. It's still here. Ramp can't run Shank. It's not going to be easy to, yeah. It's certainly not going to be easy to, but it could. It could. I have seen it done. Wow, okay. I mean, of course, Nimrod is just very, very good into Vormir here. See why they snapped? But my play's better. I had this option also and decided not to go for it. I suppose we do take the Venom still. There's an argument not to. Because we could like Destroyer later on. We could go like Nimrod and then Destroyer. I can actually like see a pretty good argument not to, but then like what do I do with the Iron Lad as well, right? Well, I could hit Wolverine with it. Kind of liking the idea not to bother with it. Just gives me the option of playing it later. Okay. All right. We played this one in an unorthodox fashion. This is an example of where Nova is actually popping off. I guess it's not popping off that hard. We can't play left, of course. So we have a decision if we go mid or right. I think right looks better. Do we have any other lines? Not really. Iron Lad is always hitting Carnage. Let's lock it in. For 8 cubes. Yeah, we could have gone Deathlok. Venom. We absolutely could have. I'm a bit nervous that Hello I Am is opening my stream right now, guys. Looks like they perfectly played around us. Let's see where the Wolverine goes. Not to the right. Please, not to the right, Wolverine.
Enough said, bub.
Flip! Yeah, I mean, this guy just roped and then made the perfect decisions. CB fucking A, man. Seems a bit sus. But it was a 50-50 we lost to. Well, 1 in 3. I guess 50-50, but it's just the way that they roped. Just the deck's garbage as well. It's really fucking bad. Which makes it even more frustrating to lose to. We can make the comeback. I'm convinced. I'm utterly convinced that this comeback is possible. We'll go Bucky Carnage. Venom is, of course, the money card in such a match. A Twitch stream some more. I did actually do a Twitch stream before the start of this one. I'm going to get some kind of schedule going, which I'm yet to have, but it is my intention to be streaming on Twitch as well, and just have a schedule for both. At the moment, I've just been a little bit all over the place. I've hardly streamed at all.
Enough said, bub.
How can I hide my screen quickly? Okay, guys. I'm gonna sweat bag it and hide my screen quick. Forgive me. As soon as I lock in my play, you'll see the board, don't worry. As soon as my opponent locks in their play. But I was so sus of them in the previous game. I just can't be arsed. Wolverine 1 in 3 to beat us.
Enough said, bub.
They did lock in their play shortly after I locked my screen. Yeah, Zola right was a line also. Was basically just better than what I did actually. Maybe a bit more predictable. It's more important to eat Wolverine as many times as possible so it gets priority over Bucky there. Come on! Let's get this victory. So the Nimrod shows up. Could hit Shuri.
Oh, snap.
Snap with confidence. Venom doesn't keep the Nidavellir stats, I don't believe. Come on, the Shuri. I mean, interesting we can Zola a Zola now. How does that work? Isn't that broken? Isn't that actually really, really good? Venom does keep the stat boost? For real? Are you sure? Let's see. I was pretty sure it didn't. But chat thinks so. So let's go for it. I mean, I always thought that Venom should get the Nidavellir stats, but I always thought they didn't. It's pretty close. Might depend on where Wolverine spawns.
Enough said, bub.
Good. I think that's what we wanted. Oh, we didn't need the Wolverine. Nice. The comeback is here, ladies and gents.
Victory.
Come on. We lost round 1 on a 50-50. But we're mounting a comeback slowly but surely. We need, what, 3 more? 2, 4, 6, yep. 5 in a row is needed. Go on, chat, with the shouts. Big yourselves up. Nice curve, let's snap. 1 cube does nothing for us anyway. We may as well just snap when we have a decent hand. Wolverine on 2 being the key thing here. Our deck is so much better than theirs. That's like what's giving us hope. It really is just a complete different level of deck. Theirs is garbaggio. And that's being polite. It's so bad. So we can just let these die. Seems nice. Come on, give us something to play, please. Don't think we want to play out. Shuri off the top would be wonderful here. Bucky wouldn't be bad either. We go Bucky Carnage. Not going into danger room because it's just not going to end well for us. So to the left, they can get like 14. They can get a lot of points still to the left. I think we just take the Iron Lad. Deathlok is best. It's all kind of good though. It's Nimrod, Shuri, or Deathlok. Deathlok best case, I think. Shuri's worst case, I would say. Like, please die in danger room, I beg. I mean, how many stats can they actually get mid? That's the big question, really. Maximus. Surfer would be their most. Which isn't enough, right? Maximus, Surfer. They could go Deathlok, Maximus, which would be 12, which ties. I would win tiebreaker. They can go Maximus Surfer, which puts them at 8. Maximus Surfer beats us.
Enough said, bub.
Got lucky as hell. I think my line was pretty bad, actually. I just had to accept that I was losing to... Like, I just want a 1 in 3 here, right? Oh, very, very lucky, though. I think my line was bad. I just had to accept I was losing to exactly Maximus Surfer mid, but beating everything else. Because my line I took here was losing to so much. It was like, my play here made sense in a game where they couldn't retreat. Or where they could retreat, sorry. Because they would probably concede if they didn't have those 2 cards. But in a game where like they have no reason to retreat, I think my line didn't make sense. Oof. I really don't want to risk giving them Wolverine, but I think I'm going to risk it. Just don't lose the 1 in 3 to lose the game. They might be going for it too. Don't lose the 1 in 3 to lose the game! To be fair, we just won a 1 in 3 to win the game, so... It would be karma. Bollocks. Well, that's a heartbreaker. They think it's all over. Might not be. It might not be over! We still have something. All eyes on Grand Central. I think nothing's bad here particularly, apart from like Iron Lad into Bucky. Even that's not that bad. Come on. Nice. Nice. So, how many cards have they got? They can play 3 cards. Maximus, quite likely. I can see that's just slamming Iron Lad, right? It's just Iron Lad every time. Flip. That was the card we didn't want to see.
Enough said, bub.
Good.
Enough said, bub.
Good. Whew, we high rolled with the Wolverine spawns. This might have been... Carnage was winning anyway, right? Oh my god, the reverse sweep. Proof that this is the best destroy deck. We lost an 8 cuber on a 50-50. Slightly sus. Slightly sus. I did tell you it was sus at the time. And now we've mounted the comeback. Come on, chat. This will be my first time mounting such a big comeback, I believe. Could have decided to hold on to the Nova here. It's a little bit unnecessary. It's not bad for us with our hand. That's a nice card off the top. We needed that. Deathlok, Bucky. There's all sorts of good draws here. We're looking in a very good spot, I have to say. The Shuri into Iron Lad is just good. Ooh! It's a weird one. It's a weird one. Very, very weird. Maybe Destroy into Bar Sinister's good? I don't know. We're gonna end up with one card, so maybe not. Do we go Shuri, Iron Lad? It's gonna be Deathlok or Nimrod. I think we do. I think we do. I think we want to top deck Deathlok, right? So, it doesn't matter actually. It doesn't matter. Oh, it does. Because of Dream Dimension, I can't play the Nimrod. But the Deathlok's not that bad either, in fairness. I'm a little bit stressed. This is going to be a very, very weak turn for them on 5 because they can't Serra. They're just going to play a 3-drop. This is not a particularly good play. Yeah, we could go Venom and Zola, it's true. Wakanda's also a bit of a concern. Dude, Surf is so good into Bar. How do we play this, chat? We have quite a few options. We can destroy her. Destroys, like, the Wakanda's a problem, right? Could do this. I think this might be our best bet. Send it! Wolverine Surfer? Bizarre play. It's not Surfer then. Alright. Can we mount the comeback? The biggest comeback in the history of Marvel Snap. Oh god. It's a lot of bloody stats, mate. They were just fine, right? Like, we're almost just winning already. To the left and mid. Without any extra stats. I think we're just fine. I guess mid might not have enough. I think it does though. It's plenty enough. Okay, Wolverine landed at the worst spot possible, which is a bit of a concern. But yeah, we're just getting mid. Let's go! GG. And we win the right. All 3 locations, baby. What a feeling. A very, very, very nice deck indeed. I give this one a 8.5 out of 10. Maybe even a 9 out of 10. It's so fun, but it's also competitive, which is just the perfect balance, right? It's just what you want. Like, the reason I'm probably going to give it an 8.5 out of 10 and not a 9 is because there's better decks than it. But yeah, I'm actually going to have to call it there, guys. My family are around this evening, so I'm going to go chill with them. Plan for tomorrow is to do probably an early stream. Mystery variant. Oh! It's actually my first ever Maximus. My first ever. Let's go. Another Maximus variant before that. But yeah, tomorrow we need to do a whole bunch of conquesting because I ain't played at all. I need to make sure I get this variant, for example. I'll save... Wait, why can I not get this? Oh, I can. It's just... Okay. It looked like I couldn't. Okay, cool. Alright guys, I really appreciate you hanging out. If you enjoyed the video and stream, please give it a like. I'm going to be back to daily streams now until I go away again on Thursday. Going to a wedding. I might even be able to do a stream Thursday morning though, because I'm not leaving until Thursday afternoon. So yeah, daily stream's going to be back for a while. And yeah, looking forward to streaming again tomorrow. It's going to be probably earlier. Probably do like an early Twitch stream maybe, and then come onto YouTube. We'll see. My family are leaving tomorrow, so yeah, I'll work it out. I'm going to get a schedule at some point in my life. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I really, really enjoyed streaming. It was a lot of fun, and looking forward to seeing you again very, very soon. All right, much love. Bye-bye.